I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut it short. But if I get a few people on, then I'm gonna keep going. So see how it goes. Let's see. How can I get you on here, Dale? They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I got to get them on here and see if I can make some more videos like that. Did you get my email, Dale? I was just wondering if I sent it this afternoon. I wasn't sure if you might have got it or not. What's happening, Bill? I think I sent it around 3 o'clock or something like that, Dale. I wasn't sure. I have to check to see. I sent you one, I sent Ed the old tech guy one, and I sent Jay Who one. So I want to say it was around 3 o'clock. I hear you, Bill. I'm trying to get the urge up to get back to work tomorrow too. It's going to be a pretty busy day. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you got it, Dale, because I was afraid maybe you didn't. So I don't know if you're able to come on or not, but if you'd like to, absolutely love to have you on. Yeah, Sunday's the family day, so I hear that. I hear that. Everyone tries to get that in there, which absolutely. Absolutely. And then trying to get the honeydew list, which is 10 feet long, probably. Okay, Dale. That's cool. I appreciate the support, and no problem. Catch you on the next one. Um, hopefully, hopefully next time I get a little bit earlier email to you, so that way I give you more time. So it's kind of a late thing. So no problem. But thank you so much for your support. Hmm. Ain't that the truth? Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that statement 100%. Absolutely. In the automotive field, that's yeah, it's definitely you earn your money, that's for sure. Absolutely. I actually am doing a project right now. I'm actually doing something with hydraulic press. A lot of people have trouble pressing in bearings, so instead of using like square plates, I'm actually going to incorporate an inch steel plate with heavy duty truck rotor, and I'm going to see if you're able to use the rotor against the steel plate welded to it and see if you can press bearings in or out on that plate. So that's actually what I'm trying to do right now. So that's actually one project I'm going to try to attempt to do. So hopefully it pans out, because there's still a lot of pressing bearings out there, and you need that type of tool to accomplish that. So that's my next one actually. So by the looks of it here, you guys want to try to restore a Jeep? And that's it's been pretty busy work wise. A lot going on work wise. There's side work's been pretty busy. Lots of that going on too. This will be experimental, so I'm gonna see if the idea will work. It seems like it's gonna be. Definitely seems like it's gonna be a doable thing, but I actually haven't tried it yet, and we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens because it's pretty dangerous otherwise. So we're gonna give it a shot, and the theory's good. I've seen people want to use like 8-inch steel pipe, cut it about 12 inches long or so, and
put the control arm into the pipe and then press it out, press it in, vice versa. That's I've seen people try to do it that way too, but the rotor is a little bit more shallow, and you don't have as much tallness. So less chance of breaking it on the sides. So I'm going to give it a shot. It's a nice car. I need a project car. Like I said, when I sold my 57 Chevy, it's pretty sad about that. Wow, 66 Mustang convertible. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I'd be bored too. I got pretty bored after I sold my 57, but then I got a lot of side work going on. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. You know, I couldn't do anything today because it was raining and pouring out. So in most of the day, you know. This question looks like, think it'd be toward me. I work in Norwood, so I'm out that way. That is where I work. I work for Route 1 Auto Service. Right on the auto mile, so that's basically a lot of dealerships and independents up that way. So, yeah, lots of on the automotive trade. You'll find a lot of places to work up on that stretch of road. So, as you guys know, so. I'd say that they're pretty handy to have. Absolutely, Bill. And you can beef them up a lot of times, and you can make additions to them, which they are definitely worth every penny. No, absolutely. The one I have is actually a homemade one. I had a truck repair place up the street from where I used to work, and they actually fabricated one out of steel I-beams, heavy duty bolts, stuff like that. Made a nice table with it, and I took a 20-ton press and actually, because it didn't have one, and stuck it in there. Now it's a good addition to the garage. So, but yeah, definitely good to have presses in the shop. That's for sure. You know, especially nowadays where you have a multitude of bearing types now. So, absolutely. I noticed too that the Den of Tools actually was doing a video on vices, and I actually did one a couple of months back, and I guess it looked like he was talking about the Harbor Freight vice, and I don't know. I can't give it to him. I definitely can't give it to them. Their vices aren't really made that well. So, I mean, in the video I made,
nice heavy duty one. I mean, if you want to press out a bearing, you can actually certainly use that kind of vise, and it's going to withstand blows. It's going to withstand bearing race, press outs and stuff like that, and you're not going to have the thing crumbling apart once you give it a few meaty whacks. So. Definitely looks like definitely nice and warm for deal. That's for sure. Up in down in Arizona, that's for sure. The winter times, we wish it was like that here. That's for sure. And this is actually what I was just about to talk to you guys about, was that video there, and the one I made. I had mentioned that that vise that broke in that torque torque demonstration, and it wasn't all that much. It was I'd probably say 200 and something foot-pounds or something like that, and that thing snapped. I had a vise in the garage for 30 years, and that's how long it lasted, and it finally broke. So yeah, I ended up buying it, but I ended up returning it, not even taking it out of the box. And I can't give it to him on vices, that's for sure. I'll have to say to Bill, I think they're 3 hours behind us. I think the sun is still out in Arizona and California. I'd definitely say so. Right now, it looks like it's 11 o'clock at night out there right now. Wow, I'm surprised. I am surprised. I thought it would be pretty sunny out myself, because I thought Arizona was like at least 3 hours behind East Coast time. I don't think we pronounce the E and the R. I think it's just a straight A. Bill will tell you. Hold on a sec, guys. Hello? Hi, what's up? Did you tell her? Did you tell her? Okay, I'll go tell her now. Norm Abrams. I actually can tell you guys, I know Tom McDonald that's on PBS that works for Rough Cut Woodworking. When I worked at a lumberyard way back when, he actually used to come into the lumberyard to purchase wood. So he's pretty well known. He's been woodworking for a long time. So he's a well-known person that's on PBS. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but he used to attend the North Bennett Street School of Woodworking, and he's a pretty talented guy. But yeah, I'm a pretty nice guy too. But he still is actually, I think, on PBS too. Have either of you guys actually seen or heard of that show? I wasn't sure. It's it's called Rough Cut Woodworking with Tommy Mack. So if you ever check it out, that's actually the show. And he's pretty well known around here. Yeah, and North Bennett Street School is pretty reputable school, and a lot of talent comes in from out of there. So guys that'll into woodworking, yeah, a lot of big talent comes out of there. But you guys ever get a chance, check it out. You know, if getting out of, getting away from this stuff and checking out woodworking, you know what I mean? It's sometimes pretty interesting. So, yeah, those guys are pretty talented. I'd say they're pretty talented. And Tom Silva, now, is he like a furniture maker or what? Or what type of carpentry does he do? Yeah, sometimes PBS can get boring, and some of the stuff they do isn't really all that great, but sometimes it can get pretty interesting. Get back into it. But I used to find it interesting because just seeing the talent some of these guys have is pretty nice. You know, some of these guys got some amazing talents, especially Tom McDonald. Hold on, guys. Hello? What's going on? Hello? 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 Okay. I don't know. Right? All right. Well, I'll tell him. Love you too. Bye bye. That's actually a good organization right there. Takes a lot of talent for that. That's actually really nice. Carpentry work, I could do some furniture and stuff like that, but as far as house carpentry, not really. Thought justice. I remember taking house carpentry when I was in high school, but it was just only exploratory at the Southeastern Regional. I learned a little bit, but not a real lot, because it was only exploratory. I don't know if Bill ever actually went to a trade school or not, but the closest one to me is Southeastern Regional. Then they got Blue Hills Regional High School also. And I don't know if up to the Hanover area they actually went to that one or not. I was just curious about that. Now, is that for Habitat for Humanity or? still having some kind of carpentry skills is pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good skill to have. I agree 100%, Bill. That is so true. That is so true. I ended up going to Southeastern Regional, go through the whole program, and I found out later in life what I wanted to do, and got into the automotive field when I was in my 40s. So yeah, but most of the kids nowadays don't want to work, and it's hard to see what direction they want to go into. That is absolutely true. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, did you teach carpentry, Bill, up in Hanover, or something else? Now they have saw stop. So you see less missing fingers nowadays. That's 100% true. 100% true. Trade schools are they're very they're a lot different than the traditional high schools, and you get a lot more coming out of the trade schools than you do traditional high schools. Absolutely correct. I agree with that 100%. 100%. And let's see, collision repair. So auto body, that's cool trade. That is a cool trade. I can't say I do. Can't say I do. Who was he? So let me see. What year was he there? I graduated in 1991. That name looks kind of familiar, but that's very true. A lot of people branch off into different other types of fields, and that is true. The 80s, okay, so I want to say if he was late 80s, if he was late 80s, I would probably say he might have still been there. But I might have had somebody else for there was a coach of the football team that used to be in gym. But Ned wasn't. Wow, I can't remember. Yes. So you definitely graduated before me, so maybe he was there a few years after that because I graduated in 91, so he must have been there. He must have been there probably around that time, just before I got there. Yeah, so I don't think it might sound familiar, but I don't think I do remember him. The name definitely kind of sounds familiar, for sure. Oh, that's too bad. They should have kept that. I should have kept that as the trade school, high school, because then you can actually, if you choose to, go into the college part of it, but learn most of it in high school, trade school. So this question was regarding vocational schools. So we were just trying to touch base on the different scenarios of vocational schools and basically how they are. HVAC. Yeah, there was somebody different HVAC. Than him, I think. There were two teachers, but I don't think he was one of them. I don't think even Rich Brown doesn't ring a bell either. I'm just trying to remember. I don't want to take too long here to waste time, but I'd have to actually run up and get a yearbook to remember some of these names. Wow. No, I don't think. I think a lot of those teachers, I can't say I remember. So they must have maybe left before I actually was like a freshman or a sophomore there. So I would Rich Brown. Yeah, those guys actually must have been before my time. Because a few of the teachers were there a long time, but I don't know if you might remember them, Bill. Do you remember any of like the electrical teachers, like Mr. Anderson, Mr. Apostle? Um, um, I definitely agree because then you're actually more focused on what you want to do, and they are definitely easier to teach because they're more interested, I think, and they know they're going to make money learning and doing what they enjoy doing, or what they, something they can live with doing every day of their life. So I agree with that 100%. Now, are you talking about the guys you had mentioned, or the couple of guys that I had mentioned with those classes? Okay. Here's a question for Dale. When was Dale in high school? I graduated in 1991. And it looks like Bill graduated in 83.
81. So now, Bill, are you still teaching? Are you still teaching right now? Or? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm around right now. Nice. Pretty much all my family's into electric. I went to school for it, but I never actually got into it. You know what I mean? Um, but I fell into the automotive trade. Oh man. Wow. No, are you talking about where you are now, Bill, or are you talking about the person you just mentioned? No, the question for Dale. Has Dale always lived in Arizona? I know a lot of people that actually affected people that are out of body. That's tough, man. Um, I actually wanted to get into auto body before I got into the repair part of it, and that's the hard part of out of auto body. Um, but yeah, those those chemicals have a lot of bad stuff in them. That's for sure. It doesn't seem like that that he is. No, doesn't seem like he's that much older. Hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, in some ways, yeah. I mean, even the repair part of it's hard because you still got like brake clean. Um, Oils aren't that great for your hands. I mean, as you can tell, um, absorbs into your hands. Oil resistant boots, I highly recommend because brake fluids on the floor and that absorbs the bottom of your feet. So you really got to be careful of that. So always find like oil resistant boots or shoes. Um, yeah, so many different dangerous things and chemicals and stuff like that in these trades, man. I'll tell you. Um, yeah, that's gonna be dangerous, man. Absolutely. Trying to get the facilities trade. Yeah, yeah. If, yeah, that would be actually a pretty good move right there. I'd have to agree with you on that one, Bill. I definitely would say that'd be a good decision right there. Absolutely. Hmm. There's a lot of people on Justin Dow's live stream tonight. I jumped in there for a little bit just check out what's going on. I knew tonight was kind of be tough, but you know it's okay. Are you still out there, Dale?
that's tough when opportunities miss, but sometimes it happens, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes that stuff happens later, and sometimes it's a missed opportunity. But yeah, it does come by every so often, and yeah. I've had times where jobs with a union, stuff like that, were around, and same thing. I was doing other stuff, so couldn't get in there. So it does happen, though. Oh, oh man, wow, that's something else, man. Do it all over again. Ah, wow, that sucks. So you got 59 for Dale, 56 in June for Bill, and as far as me, I'm 49, and that will be in June. So that means just one thing: we have experience. Yep, I've had that happen too. In a job that I want to get out of, but yeah, it just wasn't happening. I've had that happen to me too. But yeah, that's I'm not sure. I'll count this to one, so I'm not even sure. Dale's out there somewhere. I don't know. I still see one. Oh, Dale might be back on. I see two again. I'm not quite sure. Dale wants to. Maybe if Dale's done his dinner, maybe he wants to maybe come on. If so, let me know. I'd love to have him on. Nice. Nice. All right. So looks like Dale's going to have his dinner and he will be back. All right. Okay. Nice. Oh, Jay who? What's up, Jay?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up,
good,
Jay?
baby?
What's
How
going
are
on,
you,
my
man?
brother? I have the $1 million smile in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to jump on, but you know what? I just got off of Justin's stream right now,
I
and I
seen
guess
that.
that whole drama, man. It's like
Yep.
these guys are going at it. I I don't know what the deal is, but it's just comical, man. We're all grown men. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
If I got a problem with Joe Burgess, I'm just not gonna talk to him, and I'm not gonna jump on his stream, but I'm not gonna badmouth you either. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'll tell you something right now, Jay. There's no drama here, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Me and you.
But I'm saying if as a man,
Yep.
if I got a problem with you, I'm just gonna avoid you. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to worry about that stuff.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely, man.
who do we got here? We got Bill Beckett on.
Yep.
Oh,
We had
what's
Dale
up,
on.
Bill? What's going on?
He's having dinner right now. He said he's coming back. So he'll be back on a little bit. So
Yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, Dale's decent, dude.
oh,
I
absolutely, man.
I
All you guys are.
I see the number 59. Did you ask him how old he was?
I want to say Bill did. We got a
Dale's not 59, man. He's like 70 something.
70 something.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's 59. Yo, Bill, what's up, man?
I hope Dale comes on, man, because I got room. I got room, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
what you
I've been wanting to do a stream with you guys for a while. I always have a ball when I'm out with you guys.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta take small advantages like this. I'm actually free right now. You know,
Yeah.
I'd like to be in bed right now, but I'm not sleepy. But yeah, dude. It's been crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's been real crazy schedule. Uh, this whole thing called life keeps getting in the way.
Oh,
You
dude,
know.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Today's been crazy. It was pouring out, and I had people asking me, can you do a starter on a Toyota Sienna? I have a guy has 3 cars. He wanted me to come down. I go, yeah, man, it's raining out. He's like, I don't care. They're in my garage. Do them there, man. I don't have the wind in my sails.
Yeah. You know what? That's the beauty of it, uh, where you can say no to some work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know you're doing good in life.
Oh,
When you
absolutely.
can pass something up, because I remember the day, man. I'd be sitting there waiting for the phone. I'd be waiting for that thing to ring,
Mm-hmm.
and boom, out the door. Let's go make some money. You know.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I said, he's a good customer, and he hooks me up. He hooks me up every time. He doesn't argue with me about like the price or anything like that. He's like, he knows I'm gonna fix it, and he's not gonna be calling me back saying this or XYZ. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so it's all going to be good. It's there's no questions.
Right.
You know?
Bill Beckett. I'm from Chicago. I see that question in there. I'm from the Windy City. I'm actually neighbors with Ed, the old tech guy.
Yeah.
Ed, the old tech guy, is maybe 6 or 7 blocks away. He's actually on the Chicago side, and I'm on the suburb side. So yeah, I'm from Chicago.
I always love when I'm either on with you guys, you're on with me. Man, I'll tell you.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a question for you about
Yeah.
Toyota RAV4s. Now that you were talking about it, so when I stop in the Toyota RAV4, it's a 2008, I hear a clunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm driving down the expressway, I get a real bad vibration. It vibrates so much that it feels like it's a bounce. Okay. Now, so far, the closest thing that I think is the problem
Mm-hmm.
is somebody said in the differential, you got the hole.
Drive shaft.
Yeah. And what happens is that it ovals out.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So what am I looking at price wise to change maybe the yoke? Because I don't know if the yoke gets damaged,
Mm-hmm.
but to get the new yoke, I obviously have to change. I know it's not called a U joint; it's called something else.
I think that's carrier. I think.
Yeah, the carrier.
Yeah.
And then they said that I might have to change something inside the differential where the yoke goes into, or there's some kind of bearing or some kind of pin or something.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, geez, I'm drawing a blank here.
But the yoke sits
main
in
gear.
it.
The main gear, I think.
Yeah, the main gear. You think that's an expensive job?
Now are you talking about like are you gonna farm it out to a shop, or you gonna just unbolt everything and try to just mark everything where it goes back?
I'm thinking shop.
Shop, okay.
I'm thinking shop.
I was gonna say the other way you'd be getting like a yellow paint marker. You'd be like marking all your spots where you were before.
Right.
Or just replacing and bolting back up.
Well, I do got my paint markers. So I
yellow or white, man. Yellow or white.
I just found these. Well, I don't know,
absolutely.
Man. I like this gold one. This gold one, this Sharpie, this gold, comes out real nice. But yeah, I got the white one too. But
I think if you're gonna attempt it yourself, I think it's probably gonna be under $5.
Oh, okay.
For parts.
But that's if I do it myself.
That's if you do it yourself.
So if I'm at the shop, that sounds like $1,500 job.
It depends. I don't know if they go up that high. Maybe under a G note. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
I don't think most of them nowadays are trying to. Most of them are trying to just around under a G. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, so I would think if you're doing it yourself, $5 or so. You know what I mean? If a shop's doing it, probably under a G.
Yeah, I'm the only thing is that scares me. Well, not scares me, but I don't want to tackle it is because I don't have really any tools for taking out bearings.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I gotta press anything. You know what I mean? And since I don't have the tools, I know I won't be able to do it.
I don't know if it's I don't think. I think if it's going to be anything, it might be a puller. That might be something.
I don't even have a puller. So what does Bill Beckett say? He says he lives and works on the same street. Same street as who? Him. Bill Beckett says YouTube it. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I just think this is. Sometimes you want to tackle stuff and sometimes you don't. So
right.
I still got a little bit of stimulus money left over too. So I got to spend that.
No, I hear you, man. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. No, that's pretty much what that money's for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, supposed to put it back in, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that or whatever, whatever puts a smile on your face, man.
Yeah, yeah. And hopefully they'll be able to do it faster than I will. So
Most of the time, you know what? Most of the time, we did one at our shop. On a Subaru, maybe in the fall, and I don't even think it was like 3 or 4 hours, to be honest with you.
right.
I don't think it was 3 or 4 hours. And that was with the best guy we had. You know,
Yeah, see, that's the difference. That to me is worth the paying more money. You
right,
know,
right.
And plus too, I do it myself. I've never done it before, so now in the back of my head, that's the vehicle my wife drives. That's the so
That's
I don't want
important.
to
Man. You have to,
I don't want to be in court trying to fight and tell the judge that I didn't do it on purpose. It truly was an accident, Your Honor.
no, I mean it's I mean sometimes it's not too bad. You know what I mean? But then again, it can depend.
Right.
It can depend. It really can depend. Like some of that stuff, like on newer cars, it's like heart surgery, man. You know what I mean? If you're talking like a Toyota nowadays or something like that, dude, it's like heart surgery.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and you know what, dude? It is so sad, dude. It is so
Yeah.
sad. Bill Beckett, he says his shop and his house are on the same street, but he tries not to do any side work. Yeah, if you're really bored and you got nothing to do, I'll pick up a side job or two. But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely, I'm looking forward to not doing anything on the weekends. But I guess I gotta wait. I still got some time to put in.
Yep. No, I hear you, man.
Yeah.
I was at the beginning of the stream. I was saying, you know, I get XYZ, and it's like, it's like, you know, when can I get to one of them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Dale was asking me, I have an experiment I'm gonna do with a press. I'm gonna shoot it, but I haven't even got to that point yet either.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are talking about pressing and bearings and stuff like that, and for wheel bearings and other types as well, where you have to build up big plates and stuff, and you have to balance them right. And
Right.
if you're coming down with the hydraulic press and it's not aiming right down, it can come flying at your face. It could shoot across the shop. All kinds of nightmares can happen.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
I've seen one time in my lifetime a spring shoot out.
right?
I was about 18. I was 18 years old, and I was hanging out with these guys that were doing the lowriders. So
Mhm.
they were constantly, I saw it all the time. They were cutting the A arms, they were making them 2 inches longer. They were changing out the shocks and the springs. They were cutting the springs. They were putting the bases for the coils for
Mhm.
the springs. They put like a cup, right?
Yeah, a
They
cup to
welded,
hold it in there.
yeah, to hold it
Yeah,
in there, so when they're
yeah,
hopping, they don't slide out.
yep.
So I saw a lot of that, and one day we were at the shop, and you just hear this pa-ting, and the thing went flying in the air. I
Oh,
was like,
it
"Oh my god!"
will go right through the damn roof.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
and it was scary because these cars have these paint jobs.
yep.
And some of these paint jobs at the time, were
Five
seven,
to
eight
six
thousand
grand
dollars.
or
Yeah, yeah.
8,000. Oh yeah,
Paint striping.
absolutely.
Yeah, so it got scary. Oh, I had another question for you.
Yeah, shoot, man.
So I had my guy. Remember, I was telling you I was getting all that undercarriage work done on the Ford Fusion.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it all done. I got the new tires, and the thing
Cool.
was running sweet.
Yeah.
But I still got this stupid vibration. And then as I was
So
working on as the guy was working on it, he had the hood up, and I'm starting to look at the passenger side headlight, and the passenger headlight was like loose, like broken, and I was like, man, why would it be broken?
mhm.
And I asked him, I'm like, hey, how's it look down there? I mean, do you see anything off or anything? He's like, well, it looks like maybe you got into an accident or something, or you hit something, dude. That's why my front end is all jacked up, man. It's somebody hit something.
Yeah, well,
So
that's sometimes that's all it takes. I had you know how I do car inspections for the
yeah,
state. I had a car with 9,000 miles on it, a Kia Sorento or something like that. I forgot what it was. And so I'm jacking the front of the car up. I want to say it was on the passenger side. I get it up there. So I put the pry bar underneath. I'm lifting it up. I'm like, okay, it's good this way. Then I shake it side to side, see if the sleeve's loose, tie rod sleeve. So I'm like, I'm moving it. I'm like, click, 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 clack, clack, clack. I'm like, this thing's got 9,000 miles, right? So me and the shop owner went up to the lady, like, yeah, your car only has 9,000 miles. Some inspectors don't even lift a car with that kind of mileage. You're supposed to, but they don't. They figure, 9,000 miles, blah, blah, blah. We shook it. It was loose. So we asked the lady, what's going on? She goes, oh, the car was in an accident. There you go. That's why.
yeah, and
You
you
know
could
what I
and
mean?
you can't tell from looking at it. You actually got
Right.
to get down there.
Once you get up in the air and you're shaking it, you get the ball joint off the ground, you got the sleeve off the ground, and it's gonna move. You're gonna have some problems.
Wow. Yeah. So I was driving the car, and the CV axle broke on the highway, and I got stranded and had to get that changed. But ever since they changed the CV axle,
Mm-hmm.
it's been better.
Mm.
So I'm thinking maybe the CV axle was bent, and that's
It's
why it was
possible
falling off.
either that or all the grease was missing out of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes what happens is when the grease slips out of that boot, it's like spraying all over the place. It's out of
Right,
there, so the three ball bearings are rubbing together. So they're
right.
clicking, and once they're clicking, they're just flopping all over the place.
Yeah,
You know,
you know
because
what? I did hear some clicking too. Yeah.
yeah, because that means they're out of grease. So there's no grease in that boot, and those three ball bearings are just rubbing it up against each other
Wow.
as the car moves because it's all rotational.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, look at this. Bill Beckett says that he's having breathing problems in a closed building because of the trade, probably asbestos, right? All the brakes, changing brakes.
Yeah, he's in auto body, and
Oh,
big sensitivity to the chemicals, and
yeah.
there's some nasty chemicals that come along with that.
And that old school Bondo when you used to
Oh
sand
yeah,
that stuff down.
yep,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
bad.
it's pretty bad. I was telling him,
Says J. Chrome. So funny. Yeah, Bill Beckett. I'm only in my mid 40s. I'm not even at my mid 40s. I'm a couple years away from being. Actually, I think I'm 44 this year. Yeah, I think I'm 44 this year. Yeah. So I don't
You're a
know.
youngster.
Joe Burgess looks younger than me.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, man. Plus, you got the $1 million smile, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's gotten me out of a lot of tickets. I'll tell you that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Tow trucks are known for putting the J hook through the. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I owned a tow truck. I had my own towing company, and the mechanic I towed for, he goes, "When you put your hook, do me a favor and make sure the hook is down and not
Mm-hmm.
up." So that's how I would hook the cars. Whenever I had to use the hook,
Yeah,
I'd hook it down and
we
not up.
we had a car come in 3 days ago that had you're supposed to as you guys know, you're supposed to put them into those tow hooks.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Now. Yeah. Yeah.
This guy stuck them into the floorboards,
Oh.
and he stuck them in there, and right. It just ripped them right out. It was like a 3-inch stretch rip right out of it. It was like, oh, and the tow hooks are like 3 feet away, man.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I had my tow truck in 97, like 97, 98, like in 98. That's when I ran my own tow truck. I did it for about a year.
Hmm.
I loved it, but the money was not constant. It was one of those things where I would have a slow month, and then I'd boom the next month. I'd have a ton of work, and then the following 2 months I'd be dead, here in Chicago, he talks funny too. He pronounces his R's. Yeah. Um, Here in Chicago, we towing is like gangster. Like if you other towing companies would they punch your tires.
Oh,
They cut your lines if you had
wow.
hydraulics or whatever like electric. They'd cut your lines out.
Hmm.
So I had to keep my tow truck hidden so that they couldn't find it.
Wow. Hey, well, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
terrible, dude.
yeah.
That's absolutely terrible.
But it was bad out here. And then the my favorite part was the police. You would show up on an accident scene,
Hmm.
and the police would have to call for a tow truck company. It was to their discretion. So what I would do is I would just show up and I'd hit the lights and I'd help them block traffic. I'd move traffic,
Yeah.
and then the cops would come up and say, "Hey, you can have this tow. You helped us out."
Yeah.
Or I would just tell the police. I would roll up to an accident and go, "Hey, you want me to move the cars?"
Hmm.
And they'd get mad. And I go, "No, no, I'll just move them. I'll move them out of the way to keep the traffic going, and I'll clean up the mess." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, yeah." So I'd hook the car
Hmm.
and then move it off to the side, and then I'd get out my broom and I'd clean the street.
Yeah.
And then the cops would be like, "Go ahead, take the car. Don't worry about it."
Man,
But stuff like that, other tow truck drivers would be pissed. They would get mad because they had the police account. So when the police tow truck showed up, they'd be pretty upset.
yeah, yeah, man. A lot of times that's what happens. There'll be glass all over the place,
Yeah,
and uh, then they'd have their guy or whatever. But from the sounds of it, man, it sounds like if you're willing to help them out, they're willing to give you the toes, which is cool. That's good,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
It's pronounced gangsta in Massachusetts. In Mass,
Yep,
you don't say you got to drop the Chusets.
yep.
It's
You can go,
pronounced gangsta in Mass.
and then you got to put an AH like at the end of it too. Like,
Gangsta.
yep,
He's gangsta.
yep.
Yeah, no, no,
Jay's,
no.
Jay's talked to me enough to know that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's cool enough. It's but no, you learn a lot.
Yep,
You learn a lot. You live and learn. But
absolutely,
but
absolutely.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, they all have different ways of doing that. You know what I mean? And like you said, sometimes if you're there, you're helping them out. They like that, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And they'll say, "Cool, go ahead."
yeah. But of course, you're gonna run into those who, they don't have that respect,
Right.
then they're just a pain in the butt. So whatever.
Hmm.
But those guys, you'd have to avoid those.
Oh,
Hopefully, not run into
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
them. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. I hear that, man. I was saying on Saturday, I said, dude, I was telling one of the guys I work with, I said, I don't get the wind of my sails to do this work on Sunday because I originally had going Saturday, and I was like, dude, I can't. I don't have it in me today.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
No,
have it in
but
me today.
no, we need a break now. And I know Bill's joking about my age, but the work I do now is pretty physical. So
It is. It
I'm
is.
I'm I'm really I'm really starting to feel it.
I've seen some of your summer videos, man, and I'm like, dude, this guy has to be in amazing shape to be able to do half this stuff. I couldn't. I couldn't,
Yeah, I'm one big circle. That's my shape.
man. I couldn't do it. That's all I get to say, man. I'd be huffing and puffing, and I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, no, it gets physical. But the good thing is, I just turned 14 years with the guy I'm with now.
Nice.
I've been working 14 years with him, and he called me up. He called me up on Friday, and he goes, "Hey Jay," he goes, "I want you to stop over by my house." So I said, "All right." So I stopped over by my house, and he gives me a 15-pound box of bacon.
Oh,
the thick cut applewood.
Oh yeah,
Oh
man.
man, I'm like, this is love. I'm like, how much do I owe you? And he's like, no. You. This is for you. This is for you and your family. You know.
Nice.
So I get home and I show the old lady. I'm like, hey, I brought home the bacon.
Literally, right?
Literally. And she's like,
That's
no.
good,
She's
man.
like, nope. She goes, it's way too much bacon. She goes, you shouldn't be eating bacon. She's like, start calling your friends. Start calling them. Tell them to come pick it up. So I was passing out bacon on Friday afternoon, Friday evening.
Oh,
But
that must.
I still got some, so I can't
That,
wait to get into it. Yeah, I know.
oh, that's tough, man. I was at the store the other day, and I was like, bacon, turkey bacon, turkey bacon.
Yeah, we got some kind of organic bacon here in the house. I don't know what it is, but whatever. I don't care.
They I went to the store too the other day, and well, this is a few. Well, before I was telling you about that, before that, they had like a big 3-pack, and I was like, oh, I ended up buying it, but I don't know. I maybe regret buying it.
Yeah, well, in my head, I'm thinking bacon wrapped jalapenos, bacon wrapped
Oh,
meatballs with the jalapenos in the meatballs.
yep.
I'm like going through all this stuff in my head, you know. But
There's a zillion things you could do with
oh yeah,
it. There's a zillion things, man.
maybe we
Oh,
sprinkle some bacon on a donut, you know, a bacon grilled cheese.
oh, absolutely. A burger with a bunch of bacon on
Oh
it, man.
yeah. Throw some bacon in a bowl of chowder.
actually, a lot of people do that for flavor.
Yeah.
They put the bacon in the chowder instead of like some people like use the real fatty stuff like that, like pork. Not so much. Like salt pork, nah.
So you're
Like
gonna
he
have to
doesn't put a flavor.
you're gonna have to help me out with this comment. When he says PR, is he talking about Puerto Rico or is he talking about Providence?
Providence, Rhode Island, I believe.
Okay. My sister has lived in Providence for over 40 years and her Mass accent is still the same. So is Providence far from Mass?
Uh, Actually, where Bill is, he's actually closer to Rhode Island than I am. I'm deep, like down, like on the bottom of Mass. He's kind of like more deeper down. So he's a little closer than I am. I'm actually not that far, but he's closer than I am.
Gotcha.
So
So it says that she sounds like a kid in Fall River. So what's Fall River?
Fall River is kind of around in the Rhode Island area, like close to Rhode Island area.
Okay.
And then you got a couple towns more down, and it's closer, like around that part right there. So
Oh, he says it's Puerto Rico. Oh, okay. His sister has lived in Puerto Rico for over 40 years.
oh,
And her Mass accent is still the same. She sounds like a kid in Fall River. But she's in Puerto Rico. That's hilarious.
I get that totally screwed up. I thought he
Yeah.
meant Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I thought too when I saw it.
That's I don't know what I mean. That's because I was looking at all that and I was like, we must be in Providence, Rhode Island. Oh, wait, I get okay, yeah, that's it, man.
So Bill Becker, what's he saying? He says, my problem is with carbs. I have never met one that I have never liked. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. We just went to Chinatown here in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and we went walking. They got like a little mall, and we went into a bakery, and we got a fruit tart, which was pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then my daughter got what are they called? They pork rolls. So it's like they put pork and it's like in the bread, and you're supposed to steam them. You gotta warm them up.
I think I know what you mean, but I can't think of how to say it either.
Yeah, we got those. But then the one thing that I got though was I saw like a little roll,
Mhm.
and it said it was filled with custard. So I'm like, oh, let me get that.
Yeah,
It was nice and warm, and the custard was warm. Oh, it was so good, man.
nice.
But that bread, man, it's like just calls your name, you know.
I
It says,
picked up it's called a truffle bomb at the supermarket yesterday. It's just all chocolate cake, like chocolate frosting, and like inside it, like thick chocolate pudding, and it's like a chocolate Cool Whip on it. I said I cut into it, cut the slice out. I said, oh man, this is too good. This is too good.
and today it's all gone.
No, not yet, not yet. But boy, if I did, I'd probably have a bad stomach ache, man.
Oh, man. Bill Beckett says his sister owns a window company in Puerto Rico. Well, she just made some money because didn't they just have a hurricane not too long ago?
I'm not too sure.
Hmm.
Not too sure.
That's pretty dope, though.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But yeah, no, I'm like I said, I had to jump on. I saw you
Oh,
email
dude,
me, but I was so involved with that live. It was crazy, man. I couldn't believe. I couldn't. I just can't believe it. And the one guy started talking about how people are making money.
Mhm.
That there are some people out there recording the big channels with
Yep.
thousands of subscribers.
Yeah.
But they're recording them, and then they'll edit it like to make funny clips or something,
Yeah.
and then they'll sell that video to another thing like YouTube, but somewhere else.
Wow,
So
that's
these people are making money off of our create off of what the creators are doing. So it's pretty sad, but I mean, uh, who's not making money off of other people, right?
yeah, man. That. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of times what happens, you know. But no, I see what you're saying, man. I see what you're saying.
So
But
go ahead.
oh no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
So I also had this. I don't know if you knew this, but I got uh, 2 recalls done on my Ford Fusion. I guess they had to change they had to take out the DOT3 brake fluid, and they're replacing it with the DOT4 because the DOT3 is eating away at a valve or something.
Huh.
So they flushed my system and they took out. It says there's a chemical reaction between the aged DOT3 brake fluid and the zinc plating inside the hydraulic control unit. It may result in a gel formation, which may cause the HCU valve to be stuck open. So that, and you know what? I think this is happening to my RAV4
Good possibility
because I got a lot of travel on that brake pedal in the RAV4.
yeah.
That thing goes all the way down.
So as far as the when do you think you put brakes on it last?
On the Fusion?
On the RAV4.
Oh, the the rear brakes are due. I gotta take the.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have the same guy just because it's gonna be in the shop.
Because you will definitely lose. You will probably lose a little bit out of that once the brakes start going low too.
Right. Yeah.
So what ends up happening is some as the brakes wear, sometimes you do tend to lose some. So you probably did lose a little bit out of there, especially if the they're probably like a 2 or a 3 millimeter. More than likely, yeah, you got some fluid loss in there for sure.
Right. All right. Bill Beckett's going tonight. Good night, Bill Beckett. We'll see you,
Bill,
buddy.
good night.
Thanks for sticking around. And
Absolutely.
Dale,
Thanks for joining us, Bill.
Dale Lucid. He's in trouble. Why is he in trouble? Dale Lucid. He says, "Guys, I'm in trouble now." What didn't you didn't take your medicine? What's going on? He says you're leaving, Bill. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So I had to do the brake fluid, and they changed the airbag and the driver's side.
Huh.
Cause
I'm a Honda. I keep getting an airbag recall. I got to get it in there. I just haven't had a chance.
is it the is it saying that shrapnel explodes off of it or something? If it goes off.
Yeah. Yep. Basically unannounced. It just yeah. So depending on the brand, for all I know, they could even have done it, but I don't even know.
Right.
For sure. But you know how it is. It's just in a typical day, you're in where you're supposed to be working. Well, this stuff's supposed to be getting done, but you know how that whole thing goes.
Yeah. It says if an airbag inflator explodes, sharp metal fragments could strike the driver or other occupants, causing serious injury or death. So that's the issue with the airbag. I would say that's pretty. Uh-oh. I had that beer and stayed up with JD. Still haven't caught up from it. Sharon is a bit upset. Yeah, I'd be upset at you too, buddy. Hey, did you catch any of that drama, Dale? No, you were here. You were on here with. No, he missed it too. Was Dale on with for a good minute with you?
Yeah, he jumped in. I was struggling for a good 20 minutes. So
okay.
I think he got into it maybe half hour, maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think he missed it.
I want to say he probably did because he came in and helped me out big time, and around half an hour into it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm looking at the counter and I got a big goose egg.
That's happens. So again, you're on StreamYard, is that correct?
Yes.
And how's that been working out for you?
Good. Every time you guys come on, I've never had a problem, and as far as the quality, I haven't had any issues, I could say.
All right, good.
That's
awesome.
I'm
glad it's working out for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And every time I'll rewatch it, stuff like that. It always sounds. It just I don't see any problems.
Okay, cool. So how have you been doing with work then? With
good.
Okay, you good?
Good. So far, so good. I don't know if you did. I don't know you guys. I don't know about Dale, but I don't know if you guys seen that news caption.
Yes. Yeah. When you came out on the news, I
was on the local Channel 5 news, and that was because somebody had hacked into the state system, and it's through 11 states in the state of Wisconsin, and somebody did what's called an extortion hack or something like that into the system, and basically held it hostage. It was for like 3 weeks. So they had to redo the whole entire system for state inspections.
Wow.
So I didn't have work for 3 weeks, but my boss was like, "Hey, I know you're a tech, and help us out here." And I said, "Absolutely, man. I'll fix stuff. I'll help fix stuff." And that's what I ended up doing for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Then I shot the little news clip. You know what I mean? Because Channel 5 said, "Hey," they're like, how would you like to be on Channel 5 tonight, the local 5 o'clock news? And he's like, "No, I don't feel like doing it." So he asked me. I go, "Sure, I'll go on there."
It would have been awesome if they would have let you plug your YouTube channel.
I was thinking of that too. I was like, "Oh, I better not push it." But Ed told me the same thing too, and I was like, "I can't push it. I don't think."
Yeah, because something similar happened to me. I jumped on a radio station for a quick thing, and when I was talking to them, I was kind of pumped up. It was early in the morning, and they're like, "Oh man, we like your energy, this and that."
Yeah.
And I was gonna tell them, I said, "Well, you need to check me out on TikTok and YouTube."
Yeah.
But it just slipped away from me, and I was like, "Oh man, I should have done it." So Next time.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he says. Dale says it's extortionware. He says he's dealt with it before. Have you fixed it, Dale, or did you? Were you the extortioner?
Oh, it's scary. I was talking to the guy who came in like I don't know what you'd call him, like maybe program. I'm not sure, but he's like, hey, I was like, well, what do you think? You think it was kids, having fun playing games or getting a kick out of it or whatever? And he's like, no. And then he's like, what Dale mentioned, you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, it's extortion, you know what I mean? And they probably said, X amount of dollars to get it back on, and they have all these registrations and names and addresses and all this other stuff,
Well, that could be considered a terrorist act, right?
Yeah, I would say so, because
yeah.
the FBI actually is going to get involved. So
yeah,
that's
no bueno.
Oh no bueno at all, man.
Yeah. Me and a couple of the guys, we know that it's one thing you need NASA computers for that. Even that's iffy. Okay, so when here in the city, growing up, when a police officer starts asking you questions or whatever, you mouth off to him, and you don't say nothing to him, but you just give him as hard of a time as you can. But whenever you get approached and they say, we're with the FBI, it's like, you shut up. You don't say nothing. You don't play tough guy with the FBI. You don't say nothing to the feds.
No,
they will bury you. The feds will bury you.
You'll end up in the silver bracelets.
Oh yeah. And that's the easy way, right?
Yeah.
The silver bracelets. That's the easy way.
Oh yeah, oh man.
And
Absolutely.
Dale says he was impressed with the method. Okay. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna cut you loose, Joe. I'm gonna get going. Right. I gotta get to bed. It's about 10 o'clock here. Got a few minutes.
I gotcha. I'm probably gonna do the same. So we got Dale on, and I'll say nice good night to Dale. And
yep. And we'll see you
Jay
on Tuesday, Dale. I hope you can make it, Joe, on Tuesday night.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely check you guys.
Early for you.
Well, don't forget, I'm an hour ahead of you guys, and I think
so it's later. Hours. Okay, yeah, it's later.
Yep. So, and I'm 3 hours. I'm 3 hours ahead of Dale. So let's see. I'm actually at 11 o'clock right now. So we're probably at 10, right?
Yeah, I'm at 10. Yeah, 2 minutes.
So I think.
10.
Yeah, so I think Dale's like 3 hours behind. I think.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think when we go on at 8, he's on at 5 or 8:30. Yeah, 5:30, something like that. But anyways, all right, man. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna hit the hay.
All right, Jay. Hey,
thanks so
much, man. Thanks so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it so much.
Thanks for the invite.
No worries, man. No worries.
Right, man. We'll see you guys around.
All right, Jay. Take care, man.
Bye.
See you, Dale. Thanks for everybody for watching, and catch you guys around next time.